Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, fatal traffic accident reported in Orange Walk. An alleged trespasser is shot and killed in Belize City, and a teenage girl is reported missing by her family in Arenal Village. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
Take a moment, feel the rhythm of life. It keeps beating.
What if you took just a few seconds of every day to help someone else?
Every minute, it's yours and mine.
It's amazing how the smallest things can have the greatest impact.
Make a difference. Pay it forward. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town. Here now is the news in details. A three-year cooperation agreement designed to improve the government's social programs will be signed on Thursday in Belize City with the Organization of American States. According to a government press release, the agreement is for the execution of a project in the area of social inclusion, which is financed through the OAS Development Cooperation Fund and will be executed by the Ministry of Human Development, Social Transformation and Poverty Alleviation. The official release says that the project is significant as it will assist the Ministry of Human Development to continue the social safety net reforms that started in 2008. The focus of the activities under this project, according to the official release, is to strengthen and expand services to families on the government's conditional cash transfer program, BOOST. In this regard, a pilot project which provides comprehensive wraparound services to 400 BOOST households living below the indigent line will be designed and implemented. Under the cooperation agreement, the ministry's case management system will also be strengthened. Signing on behalf of government will be the Minister of Human Development, Social Transformation and Poverty Alleviation, Anthony Martinez. A man from Belmopan was shot and killed last night in Belize City. 39-year-old Louis Leslie succumbed to a single gunshot wound to the abdomen just before 7 o'clock last night inside of a compound at mile 1.5 on the Philip Golson Highway. Police say their investigations show that Leslie allegedly attempted to assault the security guard who was on duty at the compound around 6:45 yesterday evening. The security guard reportedly took out his licensed 9mm pistol and fired once towards Leslie, hitting him in the abdomen. This morning, Superintendent Gilberto Romero briefed the media on where the case is going so far.
The information we gathered so far, our investigators are working on the case as we speak. This male person entered the compound through the front gate and went to the back area of the compound, where it is alleged that he had a confrontation there with the security guard, who was armed at the time. The security guard is alleging that he was assaulted and attacked by this person with a metal pipe. He pulled out his service weapon.
Leslie is suspected to have had a mental illness. Neither his family nor Gonzalo Quinto's owners have made comment to the media. Louis Leslie was taken to the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital for medical treatment, and he died while undergoing treatment. Police investigations continue. A traffic accident on the San Felipe August Pine Ridge Road in the Orange Walk district last night has claimed the life of one man and left 3 other members of his family with varying degrees of injuries. The accident involved a Toyota Hilux pickup truck and a horse-drawn carriage. Police say 39-year-old Johan Nelson of Camp 13 in Shipyard, Mennonite community, was traveling in a buggy with his wife and 2 young children when the pickup truck collided into the back of the carriage. Elizabeth Nelson received bruises to the left side of her face, foot, and a cut wound to her left knee. The couple's 2-year-old daughter received scrapes and cut wounds to the left side of her face, forehead, and both feet. Their 7-month-old baby received minor injuries to the back of his head. Johan Nelson was transported to the Northern Regional Hospital and was pronounced dead at 10:55 p.m. yesterday. The accident happened about a quarter of a mile away from August Pine Ridge Village. Police investigations continue. A misunderstanding in Dangriga on Sunday afternoon has resulted in the arrest and charge of a man. 28-year-old Dennis Pineda Hernandez was charged with the crime of dangerous harm. Hernandez is accused of stabbing a 17-year-old in the chest during a misunderstanding on Sunday afternoon. According to police reports, the teenager reported to them that he was socializing with a friend on Ramos Road when he got into a misunderstanding with another man who inflicted the stab wound with a knife. The injured teenager was taken by police to the Southern Regional Hospital and later transferred to the Western Regional in Belmopan. Investigations continue. The family of a 14-year-old girl from Arenal Village in the Cayo district is asking for the public's assistance in locating her. Brittany Valladares reportedly left home on June 30th en route to an older sister's house in San Ignacio town. But the following day, on July 1st, the older sister informed her mother that Brittany left her house and was heading to Arenal Village, but she never arrived home. Brittany Valladares is of Hispanic descent, slim-built, and stands 4 feet 7 inches tall. She has black, straight hair of shoulder length and brown eyes. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Brittany Valladares is asked to call the nearest police station. You're watching the 9 o'clock news. Stay tuned for more of today's stories right after these messages.
Belize Camping Experience would like to thank everyone who makes BCE successful and meaningful.
To our summer camp supporters and volunteers who came from communities across Belize.
To all who supported, contributed,
and volunteered with our Harvest for Kids project.
Funds raised through last year's rice and corn crop will help maintain BCE's children's programs through 2015.
You can also support BCE by buying your bag of Circle R Premium Rice with the Harvest for Kids logo, now in a new package.
Together we can and will make a positive difference in this beautiful country of Belize.
you too can ride off into the sunset. Milon motorbikes are very affordable. There's a high availability for parts and a wide selection of models to choose from. My Milon, my bike. Available countrywide.
Hi.
Hi. Patience. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. Back in April, the Caribbean Court of Justice agreed to grant convicted murderer Gregory August a special leave to appeal his conviction, subject to the Court of Appeal hearing and reasoning on two matters raised before them for the first time. One of the matter of trial judge Adolph Lucas not directing the jury to consider August's good character when he spoke from the dock in his murder trial in 2012, and the second is whether the mandatory sentence of life in prison offered in alternative to the death penalty, which was not considered in this case, was constitutionally imposed. Senior counsel Eamon Courtney spoke with reporters after the conclusion of the special session today and explained why he believes it was not.
The point is this: we do not say, and Mr. August does not say, that a person should not, in an appropriate case, be sentenced to life imprisonment. What we do say, and say very strongly, is that the Constitution requires a sentence to be imposed by a judge. It requires the judge to look at all the circumstances, the facts of the case, the circumstances in which it was committed, the murder was committed. It looks at the antecedents. Is this a bad person? Do they have a previous criminal record? Were they gainfully employed? Do they have a family? Etc., etc. Then there are a number of issues.
August is convicted of the murder of 73-year-old Western Paradise Village resident Alvin Robinson in May of 2009. August's conviction and sentence of life imprisonment were affirmed in February of this year by the Court of Appeal. Director of Public Prosecutions Sherilyn Vidal, responding for the Crown, stated that the conviction was safe and that August is not beyond all hope for rehabilitation. While it has never heard a case to completion, the Belize Advisory Council can recommend mercy to the Governor General for a convicted murderer serving a life term. Parole rules apply to those convicted of crimes other than murder. The decision in this matter is reserved, but August is looking forward to his final chance to clear his name, according to Courtney.
Right. Mr. August has already appealed to the CCJ. As you know, the CCJ gave special leave when it was here. But what the CCJ said is that these two issues that we want to argue before them, but they were not argued before the Court of Appeal. And so they have asked the Court of Appeal to express its opinion on these two issues, whether a good character.
Also appearing with Courtney was Ileana Swift and Anthony Sylvester. 22-year-old Devon Sankey was today acquitted of murder by Justice Claudia Gonzalez, sitting alone without a jury. Sankey was accused of the murder of 25-year-old Renan Renault on August 8th of 2010. 6 witnesses had testified for the prosecution, but it all fell apart when main witness and Renault's girlfriend, Arilee Somerville, took the witness stand. Renault was waiting for her at her residence on Cut Avenue when a lone gunman arrived and shot him 3 times. Somerville, treated as a hostile witness, testified that she could not recognize the person she said she saw with a gun in his hand, picking up a bicycle. She had told the police that she recognized the shooter as Sankey, whom she has known for 4 years, but in court denied telling them what was contained in her statement. She claimed the police were asking random questions and she had not known she was in fact giving a statement. The original statement could not be located and a photocopy was accepted as evidence. But when it was observed that she had said that the person she claimed to be Sankey wore a shirt over his head that made it impossible to identify him, the game was up. Crown Counsel Kilero Awich, who represented the prosecution, closed the case for the Crown after he realized that the identification evidence was of poor quality. Justice Gonzalez agreed, and defense attorney Oscar Salgado submitted that Sankey did not have a case to answer. Justice Gonzalez upheld the submission and acquitted Sankey. The accused teenage killer of journalist Kareem Clark is in prison, but he has not been charged for his murder. Instead, the youth was charged for a firearm police found in his possession when they picked him up. Police, according to Senior Superintendent Gilberto Romero, continues to gather the evidence that will make a murder charge stick.
Well, that man was charged for possession of an unlicensed firearm. He is remanded to prison. But we have not charged him for any other charge other than that possession of firearm at this time.
Can you speak to us on the nature of this possession of firearms? Did he speak to us about how you all arrested him with this?
Well, search was conducted where he was, and the police came across that firearm and he was charged.
Because of his age, any proceedings involving the teenager are being held at the family court. The news on the national channel.
More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
A gradual increase in moisture is expected over the next 24 hours. The general forecast for Belize and her coastal waters is for cloudy skies at times tonight, with isolated showers or thunderstorms. A few more showers are expected in the south tonight, spreading to coastal areas tomorrow and increasing over the north on Thursday afternoon. Winds will blow from the east at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state will be moderate. Low temperatures tonight will be 80 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 75 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 60 degrees Fahrenheit up in the hills. That should be 68 degrees Fahrenheit up in the hills. High temperatures on Thursday will be 86 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 90 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 78 degrees Fahrenheit up at the higher elevations. The tides. There will be a high tide at 20 minutes to 11 o'clock tonight. A low tide follows at 3:33 in the morning. The sun will rise at 5:27 tomorrow morning. It will set at 6:31 tomorrow evening. The extended forecast, valid through to Friday, is for cloudy to overcast skies on Thursday night with some showers and isolated thunderstorms, especially along the south, then decreasing on Thursday night and becoming isolated by Friday morning. And that is a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Francisca Wellington at the Belize Weather Bureau. Hurricane Dolores continues to spin in the Pacific. Here is the tropical weather update.
Hey, there's a big-time hurricane churning off the coast of Mexico right now. Very active Eastern Pacific hurricane season just continues here with Hurricane Dolores. Look at this thing. Well put together eye. Luckily, the center of the storm is not expected to hit land. Okay, so this is some very good news. I know a lot of people in Cabo, after Odile hit last year, you see a storm like this and you're, starting to get a little bit worried probably. Now, you'll probably get some rain bands on the outer edges of it, all right? You'll also get some high surf if you live in western Mexico or the Baja Peninsula. And if you live in the United States in the desert Southwest, guess what tends to happen in these situations sometimes? Yeah, we get a little bit of moisture kicked up. So we're talking about places like Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California. We'll have to watch out for some isolated flash flooding over the next few days.
To end the news, here are the headlines again. Fatal traffic accident reported in the Orange Walk district. An alleged trespasser is shot and killed in Belize City. And a teenage girl is reported missing by her family in Arenal village. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.